You are the architect of your own destiny. And the moment you truly understand this fundamental truth, everything changes. The person who walked away from your life did not take your power with them. They merely revealed how much power you had been giving away unnecessarily. Today we reclaim that power not through anger, not through manipulation, but through the profound spiritual principle of detachment and self-realization. When someone exits your life, whether through betrayal, abandonment, or simple disinterest, your immediate instinct might be to chase, to plead, to diminish yourself in hopes of winning them back. This is the voice of the ego, terrified of being alone, convinced that your worth is determined by another's approval. But I tell you now, this is the greatest illusion you will ever face. The truth is far more magnificent and empowering than you dare imagine. You are complete unto yourself. You always have been. The love you seek from another is but a reflection of the infinite love that already exists within you. The moment you truly grasp this, not just intellectually but in the very fiber of your being, you transform from a seeker into a beacon. You stop chasing shadows and become the light itself. There exists an immutable law in the universe. What you are, you attract. When you operate from a place of neediness, desperation, and incompleteness, you attract people who will reinforce these very feelings. They may initially seem to fill your void, but eventually they will either take advantage of your neediness or become repelled by it. This is not cruelty. This is the universe's way of teaching you to find your center. But when you operate from wholeness, from genuine self-love, from a place where you need nothing from anyone because you have everything within yourself, something miraculous happens. You begin to attract people who are drawn not to what they can take from you but to what naturally radiates from your being. You become irresistible not because you try to be but because you simply are. The person who left your life did so because on some level they sensed your attachment, your need for them to complete you. Human beings by nature are attracted to strength and repelled by weakness. This is not a moral judgment, it is simply how we are wired. When someone perceives that you need them more than you need yourself, they lose respect, even if unconsciously. They begin to take you for granted because they sense you will always be there, regardless of how they treat you. Now comes the transformative part, when you truly act as if they never existed, not out of spite or hurt, but from a genuine place of inner fullness. You shift the entire dynamic. You are no longer the needy one. You have become the prize. You are no longer chasing. You have become worth pursuing. This is not about playing games or using manipulation tactics. Those approaches are still rooted in neediness. You are still making your actions dependent on getting a specific response from another person. True detachment means you genuinely do not need them to return for you to be happy, complete, and fulfilled. Paradoxically, it is precisely this genuine indifference to their return that often makes them desperately want to come back. To act as if someone never existed, you must first remember who you were before they entered your life. You must reconnect with that person, not the diminished version that emerged during the relationship, but the whole, complete individual who was perfectly content before this person appeared. Think back to a time when you were genuinely happy on your own. Remember the dreams you had, the goals you pursued, the person you were becoming. That person is still within you, simply obscured by the fog of attachment and codependence. Your task is not to become someone new, but to remember who you truly are beneath all the layers of conditioning that told you that you needed someone else to be complete. This remembering is not a mental exercise. It is a spiritual awakening. You begin to understand that you are not half of a whole, seeking your other half. You are a complete being who chose to share your completeness with another complete being. When that sharing ends, you do not become incomplete, you simply return to your natural state of wholeness. Start by reclaiming your space, both physical and mental. Remove the pictures, delete the messages, clear out the remnants of their presence. This is not done in anger, but as an act of reclaiming your sovereign territory. Every item that reminds you of them is an anchor keeping you tied to a reality that no longer exists. Cut these anchors not with bitterness, but with the understanding that you are making space for something better to enter your life. Next, reclaim your routines and rituals. What did you used to do for yourself that you stopped doing when they were around? What dreams did you put on hold? What aspects of your personality did you suppress to accommodate their preferences? Begin to resurrect these parts of yourself. Take up that hobby again. Pursue that goal you abandoned. Reconnect with friends you neglected. This is not busy work to distract yourself. This is the sacred act of rebuilding your life according to your own authentic desires. As you engage in this process of reclamation, something beautiful begins to happen. You start to remember what it feels like to be excited about your own life again. You begin to wake up with anticipation for your day, not because of what someone else might do or say, but because of what you are creating for yourself. You rediscover the joy of solitude, the peace of not having to consider anyone else's moods or needs before making your own decisions. This rediscovered self-sufficiency is magnetic in ways you cannot imagine. When you are genuinely happy on your own, when you have rebuilt a life so fulfilling that you would actually hesitate to let someone disrupt it, you become irresistible. People can sense authentic contentment from miles away. They are drawn to it because it is so rare in a world full of people desperately seeking external validation. The deepest work in this process is learning to give yourself everything you were hoping to receive from the other person. This is where most people fail in their attempt to move on. They wait for someone else to provide what they refuse to give themselves. If you wanted appreciation from them, start appreciating yourself. Look in the mirror each morning and acknowledge something you genuinely like about yourself. If you want affection, begin treating yourself with the tenderness you craved from them. Buy yourself flowers. Take yourself on dates. Speak to yourself with the kindness you wish they had shown you. If you wanted attention, give yourself your full attention. Put down the phone. Stop scrolling through their social media and focus completely on your present moment. Notice your breath. Feel your body. Appreciate your surrounding. The attention you were seeking from them pales in comparison to the profound peace that comes from being fully present with yourself. If you wanted them to prioritize you, start prioritizing yourself. Say no to things that drain you, yes to things that energize you. Make decisions based on what serves your highest good, not what might potentially win someone else's approval. When you become your own top priority, others naturally begin to see you as a priority as well. This self-love is not narcissism or selfishness. It is the foundation of all healthy relationships. You cannot give what you do not have. If you do not love yourself, any love you offer others is contaminated with neediness and expectation. But when you love yourself fully, the love you offer others is pure gift, given freely without expectation of return. As you develop this genuine self-love, something remarkable happens to your energy. The desperate, grasping quality that may have characterized your previous relationships disappears. In its place emerges a calm confidence, a sense of being anchored in your own worth, rather than dependent on external validation. People notice this shift immediately, though they may not be able to articulate what they are sensing. You begin to carry yourself differently. Your conversations become more interesting because you are no longer just trying to please you, are genuinely expressing your authentic thoughts and feelings. Your presence becomes more compelling because you are no longer performing for approval. You are simply being yourself. This transformation is not something you can fake or force. It'd be genuine, which means you must do the actual work of rebuilding your relationship with yourself. You must spend time alone and learn to enjoy your own company. You must pursue your own interests and develop your own opinion. You must become someone you genuinely like and respect, not someone you think others will find acceptable. The beautiful irony is that as you become more self-contained, more independently happy, more genuinely fulfilled in your own life, you become infinitely more attractive to others. The person who left may very well begin to sense this shift and find themselves inexplicably drawn back to you, but by then something profound will have changed within you. You may discover that you no longer want them back. This is the ultimate victory, not getting them to return, but becoming so complete within yourself that their return becomes irrelevant to your happiness. You will have learned the greatest lesson of all, that the love you were seeking from them was always available within you, waiting to be claimed. When you reach this state of genuine self-sufficiency and inner fulfillment, you operate from an entirely different energy. You no longer need anyone to complete you, validate you, or make you happy. You are already complete, already valid, already happy. From this place, any relationship you choose to enter is an addition to an already full life, not a desperate attempt to fill an empty one. This is when people truly begin to beg for your return, not because you are playing hard to get, but because you have become genuinely hard to get. You have something precious and rare, authentic self-love and inner peace. And once someone has experienced the energy of a person who is truly whole, everyone else feels like settling for less. The greatest gift you can give yourself is to learn this lesson completely. Stop waiting for someone else to return, and validate your worth. Stop hoping for external circumstances to change so you can be happy. Start today, right now, building a life so beautiful, so fulfilling, so authentically yours, that you would be reluctant to let anyone disturb its peace. This is not just about relationships. This is about reclaiming your power as a sovereign being, capable of creating your own happiness, your own meaning, your own beautiful life. When you master this, you will never again find yourself desperately hoping for someone's return, because you will have discovered something far more valuable: the unshakable knowledge that you are complete, worthy, and magnificent exactly as you are.